Hi, my name's Phil and a warm welcome to Festool TV. So today I'd like to talk to you about the cross-cutting system from Festool. And we can use this in combination with the HKC 55EB saw. The HKC 55 works with an 18 volt battery but also has a brushless motor, and this means we have a very long runtime. But we can also work cleanly and efficiently because we can work with a dust collection bag as well. And with construction materials, because these need to be cut to length, I have a couple of options on how to do this. The conventional way to do this is to use a pencil, and then we can mark the required length along here. And then I can cut this or cross-cut this by hand, or I can use a machine to do that. But it still means that I need to guide the machine. And so we need to find a solution for that. And that can be found with this guide rail cross-cutting system. And this is where the FSK 250mm, 420 and 670mm rails can provide a brilliant solution for cross-cutting materials to length. With this rail, I can connect to my machine, and I can bring the two pieces together, and as soon as I let go, the guide rail is held to the saw. And this means that with the two stops underneath in this position, I can put this onto the material, and then we can cross-cut the timber to length. The different rail sizes are available for the different widths of materials that are used within construction. But the big advantage of using this is that along here I have a datum point. And so I can still mark my material, and I can bring the datum point up to where the cut needs to be. So very quickly we're ready to make the initial cut on the boards to cut them to length. And you can see that when the saw travels along the guide rail, the pendulum cover is automatically brought back. And as soon as the saw comes back, the pendulum cover comes over the saw blade as well. Not all cuts in construction are going to be at 90 degrees. On occasions, we're going to have to make cuts at different types of angles according to the application that we're working with. And with this guide rail system, it's very simple to make angled cuts as well. With the green tab on the underside, I can undo this, and then we can move this forwards, or we can bring this back, depending on the type of angle that we're going to be cutting. The stop on the right-hand side here is permanently held, and it's only the one on the left-hand side that moves according to the angle that we need to create. So for this example, I can move this up to 15 degrees. And then I can take this onto my material. And then very quickly, we're ready to make the cut. So you can see that working with this machine is very quick and very easy. But cutting this material is very simple with an 18 volt machine. So with this board here, which is at 50mm and also a lot wider, it means that I would now need to use a different rail. To release the saw from the rail, the small tab at the back, we can push this in, and then we can take the saw away. And now I can have a choice of the other rails to use. So for this example, we can use the 420mm rail. So you can see, switching around from rail to rail is very simple. And again, we can bring this up to the mark that we would make. And now again, we're ready to make the cut. And you can see that working with an 18 volt machine with a brushless motor, we can cut 50mm construction material with no problem whatsoever. So with the FSK guide rail system in conjunction with the HKC saw, it means that we can cut angles, we can cut 90 degrees, or any other type of application that we need to do. So we have a great combination for working with this material. But obviously, these are going to need to be transported. And for this, we also have the guide rail bag as well. And so now, wherever we go, we can look after our equipment while we're working on the construction site. So with the FSK guide rail system and the HKC saw, we have a great solution for cutting pre-dimensioned timber to length, quickly and easily as well. So I hope this has helped your understanding of the saw and also the guide rail system, and I'll see you again on the next presentation. Thank you.